All right, good afternoon. It is ULTradez here with my trade report for today. It is July 18th. It's a Tuesday. And I am dreading making this video because I just traded really badly today. I think the title of this video is going to be, I traded like a rookie today. And I certainly did. So let's go through it. This will be pretty short, I think. So here's the P&L for today. Another red day, second red day in a row after a long winning streak. So that's any red day is disappointing. The thing I'm going to have to watch going forward is I'm starting to get uncomfortably close to my trailing drawdown. I still have room, so it's not. I don't think it's panic time yet, but I am going to have to reduce my contract position sizing tomorrow, just to ensure that I don't get myself into a position I can't get myself out of. I am still favorable in my $25,000 accounts. I'm still up a little bit, except for this one here for some reason is, a couple dollars behind. But unfortunately I lost the good ground I'd made up earlier, on Friday last week, and slightly under the 50,000 now in my other account. So that's where we're at. So let's look at the trades. The reason, we'll just go through it. So we came into the day, this is oil. I trade oil. And we've got, actually coming into the day, price action, this is actually good, right? We've got movement, we've got some, reactions going on. So that bodes well for the day. We've got our overnight open line right here, which you can see was very well respected. That's a significant line. And the big challenge today was just waiting because price came in and, our moving averages are pretty flat at this point and price is just moving around. There are trade opportunities if this is a trade you take a trade off of this opening overnight open. I mean, you can see we hit it, we come back, we retest, and we rock it up. This is also a trade where I was a little, and this is what kind of set my day off wrong. Okay, so first of all, I've been waiting for 2 hours, or I'm sorry, an hour. I usually get to the computer about 7:30. Watching this for about an hour, and this just starts rocketing up, and I know that when price goes from one side of the opening range to the other side of the opening range and doesn't break through, it's going to come back. It just does. You can look back at any day, and that's just what oil does. I know this, and I just watch it blow through the opening range. I mean, this breakout was beautiful. It went from 74.48 up to 87. So almost 40 ticks on that opening range break. Not my trade, so I didn't feel bad about not taking the trade, but at the same time, I was a little annoyed because I could see it coming and I didn't react to it. But I'm going to be patient. All right. So I waited. There was a 1 minute gold line opportunity here, 1 minute 9 EMA opportunity here. I didn't take it for whatever reason. I think technically I was hesitant because it did push higher here, and then it kind of pulled back and the tops of the candles came up here, and then it wasn't a nice smooth pullback like we prefer to see for this trade. So I just left it alone. I'm just waiting for it to come back to the 5 minute 9 EMA. Eventually it does, but it breaks through the bottom of it and pulls it back up. As soon as it breaks through the bottom, that invalidates the trade. So I'm stuck waiting again. We come down here. I do not take this trade because we have pivots broken. What did I say that was? F2? I'm going to remember this one of these days. So we come from, I don't know, here somewhere up to here. We come here, down to here. We come from here to a high here that's now lower than this. So now we're stair-stepping down to a lower low. So since this broke this low, the previous kind of swing low, it invalidates the trade. So now I'm waiting some more. We wait. Now we're looking for the red line for this 21 EMA. And I don't know why, but I hesitated. I mean, I think I've been watching this chop all day long. Psychologically, I was getting tired. You know, I have a hard time when we've just have so much up movement. I keep wondering when the bottom's going to fall out. Okay. Which is not the way to look at this, because backtesting includes all these days and it shows a very, very, very high success rate on this trade, which you can see right here, it works. So price comes down. This looks like it's going to push through the bottom, actually. And that, I think that's one of the things that caused me to pause right there was, you know, I'm thinking, oh, this might close below the EMA, which would invalidate the trade. So I just held off. And then as soon as the next candle opens, it pushed up pretty quickly. And then I thought, oh, I've missed it, right? So I put these diamonds here. Because what I do with this is I screenshot this and I put it into my PowerPoint presentation, so I can go back and I can look at every day, just a quick peek to see and to remind myself of what happens and how oil reacts. So each of these is 10 ticks up. The way my ATM strategy is set is my first take profit is at 10 ticks, and I sell half my position. The other half then starts to trail by 10. It moves to break even, and then from there trails. So I put those where I would have been sold out. So this one here is your 20 ticks. So this is where I would have exited my entire position. Just for fun, I put another one up here at 30 ticks because it actually went 30 ticks. So that's, you know, at 4 contracts, which is what I intended to have. That would have been a $600 trade in my $25,000 accounts, $1,200 in my $50,000 accounts. So what did I do? I traded like a rookie, and I said, well, I missed this one. So when it came back to this, I said, well, I'm going to go ahead and get in it. Now, we did create a new high, okay, and we came down to it. But the problem is we're too late in the day. Anytime after about 10 o'clock Central, which is 11 o'clock Eastern, that's when I start to look for this 21 over the 9, okay? On top of that, we have, you know, this new high. It does technically push higher, not by much, and it's really choppy coming in here. You know, I don't know. Technically, I guess this could go either way. But having taken a trade off of here that didn't rocket significantly higher, you know, it basically just tapped this plus 1 or 2 ticks. Not ideal. I did move my stop loss up. It was, you know, it was trailing. So I lost out. Let's see, what did I do here? Oh, I actually sold. Yeah, it was hesitating. I was not feeling this trade at all. So I actually sold 2 contracts at 1 tick. And then I took a loss on the other 2 at 31, and I got in at 39, so 8 tick loss. So I mitigated that damage. So it could have been worse. But it did come back down, and it tested my line again. Now this one, let's see how many touches this is. I think that's the first touch. Yeah, here's our cross. Okay, so here's the cross of the moving averages. Remember, we don't take the third touch, but the second touch is usually okay. Now this one was messier, but let's see what happened. If I would have got in per my plan, it was choppy, but it didn't. I mean, I never came down to hitting my stop loss. I mean, I think the worst it came back down to was break even. Here's 10 ticks right here. That would have been half my position. It never would have triggered the trailing stop on the other 2, or, you know, come back and stop me out on the trail from the other 2, and it would have hit 20 ticks. Okay, so right there, that would have been $1,200 in my $25,000 accounts, $2,400 in my other $50,000 accounts. Would have been almost done. So that's how easy this is, and which is what's frustrating about it. So what do I do again? I look for this gold line trade. I didn't learn my lesson from the first time. Now, I did reduce my risk to 1 contract. But this was a pretty strong push down, and we were really elevated here. And so with the strong push down and the pullback, this one I actually felt more comfortable with because of that. But it's not the red line. It's late in the afternoon. It doesn't work. And I get ticked out. Again, I'm trailing my stop, so I'm pretty... This is the one I trailed my stop from the beginning, so I only took 6 ticks on that one. That was it. So the lesson from today, which is a lesson that I seem to not have learned yet, is I simply need to wait for my setups. The one good thing, I should point out what the positives of the day, okay? The positive of the day is I did not fall into anything early in the day. I mean, earlier in the day, there were no valid trades. With the exception of, this was sort of questionable, but not really valid. So I never got into anything. There were no, FOMO trades. There was none of that going on. I think today was just a matter of, I felt like I missed this opening range in the beginning of the day. Then I missed this guy, and then I started to hunt for trades. And so it is what, I hate that term. It is what it is, but that's where we're at. So tomorrow is a new day. It'll be a short day for me tomorrow. I have to take off early afternoon, and we'll be gone Thursday and Friday as well. I will I'll have my computer with me, and I'll be trading remotely in the morning if something shows up, but I'll have very limited opportunity to do that. So there will be no videos after. I may not even be able to make one tomorrow, depending on my time constraints. So this may be my last video this week. I do have a couple that I've recorded that I'll be releasing, though. I have a video on how I have my chart set up and some other things in case that's of interest to anybody. So that's what I have today. Hopefully everybody else had a good day. Hopefully you're following your trade plan, and hopefully you're executing like a machine. If I could turn off my brain and just execute this without even thinking about it, life would be so much easier. So that's my message today. If you want to stick around and see how this ends up, see if I ever get these accounts fast, be sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell. We also appreciate any comments that you might have. And if you like the video and share it around, it'll allow other people to see it as well. So we definitely appreciate it. Great way to help the channel out. So until next time, stay safe, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.